To take a meds, like, you know,
I don't pop it though.
I've been there, bro.
If the combo,
was he running? Yeah. If it's that's what I'm saying. Brain tumor. It's a thing of where what do you call it?
It's a compilation of cancer cells that grow up.
Yeah. Them ones there. So it's like, and then what she has to do operation and all them type of stuff.
Nah, she's on meds and that, but they like monitoring it, saying if your thing goes too high, then you gotta come in.
What thing?
It.
You know specific?
No, I don't know. She said the name of it, but I don't know. It's imagine something saying like serotonin, but it's not serotonin, in it. Some next.
Yeah,
thing.
serotonin is a signal a hormone that tells your brain.
Yeah, it's
something like that. And I'm like, yeah, boy, we bridging.
But yeah, the combo is about mental health. I think that conversation needs to be addressed. You know, this is the convo prior to the presentation that Eazi's gonna pull up. But yeah, definitely. But the thing is like waving up to brain injury, you know, and etc. So it's all forms of trauma to the brain.
Yeah, trauma is crazy.
You know, because you know, like even up to street life and etc. bro. We all go through some shit
PTSD,
where
You see
when people say
impact,
PTSD, they think it has to be some war thing, like it just has to be a mad experience that you've gone through, like. So it can be a mad experience that you've gone through as a collective, or a mad experience you've gone through by yourself, and then that kind of scenario can affect you day to day unless you're able to, you know what I'm saying, like maintain it in your brain and suppress certain shit or whatever.
Yeah.
But acid, you get me? You're the fucking.
Nah, but yeah, you know,
how,
I think we all experience it, even up to the people that are experiencing it itself, the people that's around them, supporting them, is experiencing the same, similar type of, you know what I mean? Cause you know how it goes. Cause half of these concepts, they wake up or come back to consciousness or come back to themselves, and they don't even remember any of them stories that they're talking about. You get it? You know, people can wake up.
That's one thing with you though. I said you got that. I know you say short term, but you got that long term.
Yeah, some parts of the long term is still there, and some of it's just gone, like completely gone in the memory.
Yeah, but I said you wouldn't remember what you know what I mean when you was in coma.
No.
Do you remember the point where you bucked us and we was
when I walked to you?
Yeah.
I remember walking like from like a little distance from like here, probably
remember
maybe
seeing
less
us?
than the kitchen. Yeah, I think I saw you, Chipmunk.
Yeah, that's it, bro. Yeah, nah, it don't really matter. You don't really matter. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then,
you know what?
What's his name?
Depending as
That
long
gorilla
as
boy.
Who?
I see the gorilla, innit?
Which one's that gorilla?
Gorilla J boy.
Yeah.
The
You talking about Jay, the one you saw you were talking about.
Raphael blood.
Oh, that one. Oh yeah,
That gorilla,
yeah.
I see him now, make it cool.
So
You're gonna help
recognise
man out
it.
here, innit? So I recognize man's like getting me back in there. I'm thinking, what you doing? I can't talk in there. I'm looking like, what you doing, bro? You meant to be helping me.
Yeah, but you know what it is as well. Like
No,
obviously
I
my
remember all
presentation
your faces,
as well is gonna be more about the thingy, because you know what it is like when we talk about mental health and etc. Yeah, we talk about parts of it where you can't really have a control of. You get it? Because stress is
It will just come over, man.
Stress
come
that you
over
go
you.
through.
Routine and that one. Your routine.
You
goes.
could have a nice day, be having a nice day, and you slip back into that shit because of the thought.
Routine?
That's what I was saying. Remember I was saying to you about thoughts? And just have a clear head, don't think of the past, all that kind of shit. That'll help you
Let go
not
of
try and
things.
fall back into that spot. Obviously it's easier than fucking, you know, when you're going everyday life and shit. But then one fucking trick that I fucking learned, like going through certain shit, maintaining your thoughts and not trying to drown in the past, blood. So say for instance something happened in the past, that obviously everyone's got shit happen in the past, and then you think of that would then trigger a thought that may put you in a feeling, and then you can't come out of that feeling. And then man's just stuck in that depression zone again, blood.
So there's basically things that you can't control, innit? It's a lot of stuff, like, you know what I mean? And that's what it is. Even, bruv, like, the thing is, for Eazi Herbs as well, yeah, I just want to just make it clear, you get me? Obviously I do the health thing, teach, you know, but I do more than that. My experiences, it goes deeper than just being about this health thing. And so I don't want to make it look like that Eazi don't make mistakes or don't turn left or don't think left in any shape or form. because that don't exist. It don't exist in my life. It's always
Life,
balance.
life.
It's negative and positive, you know. So Eazi might act the fool sometimes. You get it? Eazi might turn left back to his old ways at a certain time. You get it? So
Depending on them.
yeah, man.
Right?
But I do make a clear distinction between Eazi Herbs and Eazi. You get it? Because Eazi is the old school, but you know what I mean. But the Herbs is now
Moving with the new school,
Yeah,
it's
it's
the
like-
old school thing. At
Nah.
the same time, you can't take out the fucking, what do you call it? Can't take out the essence, innit?
It's crazy, isn't it? Every time I try to do something, blood, there's some noise in the background, some annoying noise. It just
Man, sound like
pops
they're
up,
fucking
blood.
soldering or something.
Like they're fucking waiting. Is it like they're waiting for me to chat or play video thing before they start fucking?
I see. One thing as well, obviously for the footage, that you probably help out with when people watch Eazi footage. What helps you get through? I can say that. What helps you get through that mode of recovery when you woke up in the hospital?
Now, but what's your experience when we talk about? Because this is another type of aspects of mental health that a lot of this is like an impact of mental health that you might be able to share to the people. What's like, you know what I mean? Because obviously OE is saying acid because obviously you must have experienced something that we can't relate to in a certain way, shape or form. So what I would say is that without going into too much details, you can share your experience and whatnot if you want to. Get it?
Like what? For example,
What happened to you, blood?
when
What happened to you and why and what experience that you've gone through for you to be? Because we're talking about mental health, we're talking about trauma, we're talking about impacts. Because we're going through it. We're going through it right now as we speak. So this ain't no joke. This is street life, blood, and we all going through it right now. So I want you to just express your experiences, and we will take right here with you. So what happened to you, and basically how was the process and etc. Without going into too much details, blood.
past trauma, traumatic brain injury, like comatose. How long?
I'm fucking long, that.
Called it comatose.
Like I was asleep basically.
Okay.
Induced. What? Like a couple of months.
Yeah, a good few months.
I thought it was like around fucking.
Altogether, I was there for like 6, maybe how many months?
You were there 6 months. I
Long
thought
time, man.
long time, man.
I was there for me. But when I woke up, like I had my thoughts. Got in the example, like looking at the window, seeing the sunlight, and like, okay, it's still summertime, and that's what I was thinking. Like, still summertime.
What was the brain injury
I
though?
couldn't be here that long. Gunshot wound to the temple, is it? Your frontal lobe,
Yeah, your frontal lobe. Above
the
your
side,
eye.
and whatever lobe is on the side of your temple.
The side of your temple. So that's
Hold
probably that's like temporal lobe and frontal lobe.
Yeah, basically these two lobes.
Yeah, but it kind of penetrate all the way back to the occipital lobe though, didn't it? All the way to the back of your brain.
Yeah, back of your brain to your optic. Is it called optic nerve?
Yeah, occipital lobe. I think
Yeah,
optic.
in there.
So what was the the impact? I think not even the impact. What the big? Yeah, actually no. Just crack on what you were saying. Sorry for interrupting you, bro. Go on.
Like waking up from the coma, not knowing you've been in a coma. Like I was aware I was in the hospital. Like seeing beds, but you couldn't communicate. Like you can't communicate. You can move your hands probably. Yeah, you could move your hands.
Bruv, in the beginning, you probably couldn't move nothing, blood. Your head was like a melon, fam.
Therefore, remember, I couldn't see myself in that state. So to me,
Yeah.
I'm normal.
Yeah.
Like, get up and go. But you can't get up and go. Yeah, you can't move, but you don't know.
That's
you
your
can't
projection shit, boy.
Yeah,
Where you can see
You
yourself.
want to get up there, but can't. What do you call it?
move. Like having sleep paralysis now.
That's it.
Like as well, like you're waiting, like but you can't move. So you're in that situation. You recognize faces, and there were stages in your coma. Like waking up, I don't know, was I sleeping then? You must have. Like who put the music in my ears? Because I woke up and I could hear music.
What was you listening to?
I heard that Eazi tune come on, the first tune. I heard.
Eazi tune, you know?
Yeah, the Eazi, you know that tune. I forgot the name of it.
Which one, blood?
Something about rolling in my Impala, was it?
Oh yeah, that one there. Yeah, I think it was banging them tunes them times as well, innit? Remember them times? Long time. But like what age is that? We were like 18 them times. So we young, bro.
Turned 18.
That was it. That Eazi and was it remix in it with the game in it?
Yeah, that's nearly 20 years back.
20 years?
It's nearly.
Yeah.
I'm 37 in December.
Look, 20 years ago, boy.
16.
See-
16 or 15, yeah.
16.
Nah,
16, yeah. Like this
You're
year.
16?
Yeah, this July. was
15 years.
16 years.
16 years.
Yeah.
Mad thing. So go on, yeah. So you listen to you woke up to bloody Eazi E.
EG, yeah.
That's
Yeah,
crazy,
EG.
man.
That was weird, but I clocked obviously the tunes in it. I'm hearing tunes and it was calm, but I still had a big gas mask on my face. Yeah,
Helping you breathe.
yeah, helping me breathe. But that was what do you call it? Like claustrophobic, like suffocated in it.
Okay.
So I had to keep removing the mask until they understood that take that off in it.
Mad thing.
Yeah, and then I don't know how
You have to speak up louder though, bro.
how I got in the like when I saw you, I was in the fully recovery minute because remember I've gone from
From
sleep
one bit to the
stage to that.
Do you
stage.
remember what part of the hospital that they put you in?
Yeah,
Go on, explain it, bro.
Okay,
I want you to
Royal
break it
London.
down. This is your experience, fam.
yeah. Was it Royal London?
Nah, I never took the hospital. You tell me about do what you gotta do, cause
Royal London. Was it Sapphire?
so
Ward?
what? So how long was you in ICU?
ICU. Like, maybe 3 weeks.
Like, can I bust one water?
Yeah, it was back. Maybe
3 weeks. No, but you don't even know. How do you know? Have you got documentation?
I got paper like.
It tells you
discharge
the
papers, yeah, there's time from like
It tells you the stages.
yeah the stages after they've done. Remember they've done operations.
Yeah.
Couple, and then you go back,
Yeah.
and then there was a stage that I was awake, like fully conscious, not awake, but I was aware that I'm
What's
traveling
going on?
Yeah.
down the corridor, lights and that.
Walking.
No, no bed in it.
Okay.
Like going
Oh,
to
okay,
operate-
okay,
like going
okay.
to theatre, and obviously now I know you're going to get operated, isn't it?
Mm.
Remembering like all of that. Waking up. Yeah, I woke up. And that's when when I did wake up after that. You had the gas mask, I could hear the music playing,
Yeah.
but you can hear machines as well beeping in it. So I remember that was annoying, like hearing noises in it, like noises of the problems.
What type of machines? Is it the bleeping? So the fucking
The machine, so I've woken up from a coma, and
Yeah.
everyone else is in a coma.
everyone else.
Yeah.
So you're around different patients.
Yeah,
with
so
ICU.
like, yeah, ICU'd off
Yeah.
and that, so obviously I'm awake, like trying to get attention.
Bless.
And yeah, my first wake
Yo.
up was in.
I'm a trumpet, you know me now.
Oh,
This one.
hello. You're right. How you doing?
Two boys them in say.
Huh?
Two boys that you say.
Yeah.
I'm my youth then.
Okay.
What that I say? My
The
daughter.
big man.
You met my daughter, innit? You ever see her?
No.
before? You know the dog.
You're right, yeah?
Hello.
Yeah, I'm good, I'm good.
Yeah.
That's a blessing.
And
Yeah,
then from a grandkid.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, man, everyone's going up.
Gangster.
West Ham supporter as well, yeah? Yeah, blessings, blessings. Yeah, 100. Yo, go ahead, go on, cousin. Yeah.
But my first experience of actually waking up, I was seeing a nurse, young nurse, being like, oh, he's awake. I'm thinking, no, I'm not. I'm closing my eyes. You know, people are towering over you, but you're squinting like, hard until
Yeah.
you've actually fallen asleep. So now, obviously, you've woken up again, bam, like hospital, tubes in you. You're stripping off whatever's on your body.
Is that what you did?
Yeah, I woke up.
Tubes
like,
on you.
There's tubes on me now, and they will stick to my chest. I managed to peel everything on my chest, and there was one in my nose that will never pull out again.
Them were hard ones, though. Yeah?
I pulled the thing out of my nose, and they were worried about that thing in my nose. That's like feeding you and giving your body all the shit.
What, they feed you through your nose?
Yeah, they put a tube in you, and the tube
Into
goes,
your, yeah.
all the way down you.
Then, esophagus.
So And at this time, you got to try. What's it called? Tracheotomy?
Why they do it for your nose though, blood?
It goes down into your stomach, or I think it goes like that. But it is just some long tube in it. They'll pull that out. That has to get put in. I'm on weight now, innit? You have to go through that mad trauma of getting the tube. But I have to compromise with these. They've got a needle in your arm. Like you're looking at your arm, there's a big ass needle in there. How many blood tests are getting done? When that got pulled out, I'm pointing towards like, you want that out? Yeah, well, put this back in your nose. They're pushing the tube in your nose and you have to swallow.
Yeah, the mad one.
Swallowing, and you feel that's gone all the way in, taped off. Having your hand cotton wool, down to them putting cotton wools in your hands, you can't even move. Like, that was torture. Torture. Now they're coming up to you, they're doing whatever they need to do, but you can't resist.
You can't do anything,
So,
Yeah.
it's just there. You're not pulling no more tubes out. And then blackout. I have blackouts and like I'm out. Like I'm outside from not having water in it. Like that hallucination. When you don't go without water in your system, it's a problem. Like you really trip out.
Hallucination, yeah.
Like,
But why are they not feeding you water though?
You're getting that through the tube, but there's a tracheotomy in your throat.
Okay.
So there's nothing getting down your throat. No food, no nothing.
Just all that
So where
shit
did it
from
go
the tube.
straight to then?
Well, that liquid, fluid is just keeping your, say basically how you were saying, that will just keep your cells alive.
Yeah.
That drink, so they just keeping your shit alive through that liquid fluid.
Yeah.
That's what that was doing. So, not being able to speak for I don't know how long.
Yeah, wow, boy.
A while that there's a tube in your throat every day. They have to come get all that saliva and all that, and this that pain. You're feeling all that. You can't move.
Pain, yeah?
Like that thing there, yeah, painful.
Yeah, so
From
mad thing.
moving the tube to moving off that ward. You're moving out of the ICU to the recovery. Remember when I saw everybody, when I first saw you, I couldn't walk. Remember I stayed in the bed, hearing you walking up. I'm hearing doctors saying he can't walk. He can't walk. Like, that's confusing. Like, what do you mean I can't walk? I can move my foot. Some way I've got my right leg out of the bed and like touch the floor. That cold feeling of that floor, like nice. And somehow I managed one time they'll keep putting your legs back in the bed. Get another leg out. In my head I'm thinking, what do you mean I can't walk? I can't talk, but I can hear all this shit. So I was like, what do you mean I can't walk? And one day I managed to get both legs and stood up.
How was your eyesight through that though? You were seeing everything?
I'm seeing you direct, but I'm not seeing everything. I'm thinking I'm seeing everything.
So your mind is
Like
paying
my mind's
tricks,
focused, like just like get up and walk. So as I got up, I've stood up. And like, yes, you've proven your point. You can walk, but you're very weak right now. Like, get back in your bed. That was it. You're never getting out of that bed. They got railings in it.
Okay.
You're putting your leg up. Your hands are still
Like restrained and then thing.
strained. With cotton wool, just duct tape or sellotape to your hand.
So what's the outcome of the injury? What's like?
And then
What's the
at
thing?
the time, the outcome that was it.
Because you can't see it on one side of your eye.
Paralysis and what do they call it? The optical
Occipital.
nerve. Yeah, the optical nerve.
The optic nerve.
The optic nerve will control your eyes.
Yeah.
Like damaged or severed.
Yeah.
But to a part, it's only down to peripheral.
Peripheral.
But
To the
it's
side
got
image.
better compared to when you first saw me and I'm
You
actually
talk,
trying to
you
eat.
you're gonna be talking about the central vision. Is it? But the thing is with the
Yeah,
it's
we're
also
here
so
right
so
now.
it's not even your eye ball.
Nah.
It's
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
the it's your brain.
Yeah,
It's your
brain.
brain
It's
that's
very
got malfunctioning. So it's not even like it's your macula or your retina that's
No.
been defunctioned. It's just that the part of it's the information of what you see that gets sent to the back of the brain. It's
Not working
causing
at all.
it's causing a malfunctioning that whatever you project is not going to be at its full potential.
Like
That's crazy, bro. So that,
Well,
again,
it's got better.
again, like I said, when it comes to science or the understanding of how brain activity
How they
works,
function and thing,
it's
yeah.
always they're malfunctioning. So now it might not even be a damage. You know how people got cataracts, macular degeneration, and the retinal degeneration. This is an actual faulty within the eyeball. Now with his issue, there ain't a faulty within your eyeball. It's the messages that get sent to the back of the brain and get sent back.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. So this is how they determine exactly that part of the brain
Ain't
deals with your
working to
eye,
the thing,
deals with your vision. So that's mad.
The
So
right
saying,
side
yeah,
of your
with the
brain,
science, yeah.
they control the left. Like, I wouldn't know that.
Yeah.
That one side of your brain controls the other side of your body.
Yeah. So you got hit on the right hand side of your brain,
Yep.
and then it kind of played a crucial role in the left side of your body.
Your body.
Mad.
Like, for example, like losing your vision, but the vision, as they say, they can come back
Yeah.
up to after 5 years. If you don't get your vision back, it won't come back.
It's been obviously more than 5 years.
Yeah.
So you still have that same problem. But mine, bro. Yeah, man. Nah, bro, it's mad thing. So with go on. What you gonna say?
You can get, is it from those brain injuries? Like paralysis, like left-sided paralysis.
But you're kind of cutting off the whole thing, bro. Go on, now carry on, bro.
Like left-sided paralysis. There's some left-sided paralysis but not visible. Like you won't know. Like straight.
Yeah.
Like, you won't know. Like right now.
Straight away,
like,
what side of
Yeah,
or what ain't gonna be functioning the same way.
function in the same way. Like walking.
Yeah.
And walking. I don't know if you remember with
Go
my
on.
walking, like damage.
In the beginning,
In the beginning, 'cause I couldn't
I don't really
myself
see
when I
him after him coming out. Even I don't know if he walked any funny though.
only in the beginning, like
Yeah.
in the hospital.
Yeah, you was a zombie. You was walking like a zombie.
Like,
But
after
that it was more of like he was like putting all his effort. That's what he didn't even get to us. It was a lot. It was a lot. It was definitely a lot.
What about after? Because when I
I don't
left
think he was walking like in
No,
a.
but I went to rehab. When I went to the rehab, I remember I was still weak.
Yeah, he might have been very weak.
Like in that rehab,
I never know what happened to him after this though.
I went to a rehab.
What happened to him afterwards?
I just remember the hospital images bit and then my man at the yard. Like.
And he disappeared, didn't
Yeah,
it?
I
No,
went to
wait. Yeah, that's
But
weird, though.
I remember there was one point when
I
he was
don't
at your
remember-
mum's. You said he disappeared, but he was at your mum's though. I remember when he was
Yeah.
supposed to still be out. I remember going to your yard. He was there, and
Yeah,
then,
when-
then people
I
still
went
thought he
back
was in the
Yeah, when it was Christmas. Yeah, just before Christmas, I came home for the Christmas from rehab and basically didn't go back. But obviously, that was the wrong maneuver. That you have
But
to
what type
finish
of
it.
treatment that are you on now?
Learning how to walk from rehab.
No, I'm talking about how's it that injury affected you now?
Now from your vision, epilepsy, post-traumatic stress, PTSD comes with it,
Yeah.
the mood swing, moderate depression. Like most of these things I didn't find out till recently.
But the
Like,
mood swings and that come from the
going through-
medication, isn't it?
Yeah, and the medication, each
Side effects,
medication, they will have side effects. Like
Yeah, but do
from-
you know exactly what medication you're taking?
like, right now,
Surprised you don't know off the top of your head, blood.
nah, I do. Cause remember, like, I've gone through recently
many, yeah.
3 stages now. They switched up, so from the first medication on that for 9 years, and after 9 years, like you have to stop taking this
The
because
next one.
in the future, have you heard of it? Brittle bones or brittle, like, you're gonna get that, and then something with your teeth or your gums as well. So that has
The
to
side
be-
effects, yeah?
that's the side effects of those meds that I was on for like 9 years. So they had to change that
Change it.
emergency to a second
But you remember what that's called?
phenatone sodium.
Phenatone sodium.
Yeah, so that pH something, yeah, phenatone sodium. But that drug as well.
But what's it meant to do though?
It was it was anti-epilepsy and mood swings,
Okay.
and mood swing drug at the time, wasn't it?
That's mad though.
Because from the
That's
hospital, when you lot saw me like in the recovery, I remember getting told like you having any funny dreams, and I was in denial, innit? I was like,
But what, were you having funny dreams?
I was hallucinating how many times I thought I'm
I
like.
remember I think he actually
like,
telling me some mad things and
like,
you didn't
I got
tell me.
out of there, like this is all because of not having drink in it.
Okay.
So obviously I'm dying for thirst. How you like escape? You're at the hospital 1 minute. You're at the petrol garage on the run trying to get drink and that. And
What are you on the run for?
no, it's called the petrol garage and it's called on the run on the side.
Oh.
So like you've got all the way there, bought a bottle of water, and then they've come and find you there and put in an air ambulance, like helicopter back to the hospital. It was crazy. There was a lot of hallucination and mood swings. When he was about mood swings, I was thinking, now, what's he talking about? Mood swings, innit? But like now, like that's there from medications, from switching to the first to the second medication. The first, I was still having seizures, like bad seizures, up to from 2016 that medication got changed. From the time I was going Finsbury Park, going home with you, I was having that shit there.
Well, that's when you
Seizures though,
Yeah,
like.
bad seizures.
What
See that
seizures?
one-
What's the knowledge about seizures? Because my knowledge is that the part of the brain that goes through a malfunctioning that causes the neurons to fire off uncontrollably, and
That's what it is.
then which then causes malfunctioning. It can also cause neuron death, cell death. So if you keep on having epilepsy, the potential of losing more neurons.
No,
And-
it does.
and-
every seizure
and-
you do
yeah.
have, it damages your brain.
Yeah.
It's just how bad it can.
Exactly,
damage it.
and it can end up being brain damage to mental brain damage. So now, so basically now, what I would say personally, there's supplements that can help bridge that gap, because as you said, a seizure or epilepsy functioning causes cell death, depending on how long your seizures are. How long is your seizures?
Sometimes it can be seconds, like
Oh, your ones are quick.
a minute, and then there's
Yeah.
times where
Hello.
long as about like more than 8 minutes. You should
8
call
minutes,
the police.
brother.
Because you said you had
8 minutes.
You got the thing set up on your bed, innit?
Yeah,
For
no,
the
you
for
can have
the
epilepsy
motion
set
thing, innit?
So if it detects the sensor goes off on your bed,
You got what?
there's things called like epilepsy center, isn't it?
Yeah, go on.
That
Explain.
there's a device underneath your bed,
Yeah.
underneath your mattress,
Yeah.
and it picks up the epilepsy. The epilepsy is weird. It's not like, it's like a tremor, innit? So even like if you're on the bed jumping and whatnot, it will not set it off.
Okay.
But when you're having a seizure and this thing like crazy detects at high,
It would do.
electric-
It would do. Electrical, yeah.
like,
Exactly.
crazy that you're having a seizure. So
I never knew that. That's mad.
And then what?
Man, talking about
alert
the
the
alert, so-
police. I'm not police. We call it ambulance.
Yeah?
ambulance,
no, you get a phone call, innit?
From the doctors or ambulance, yeah?
Like there's a special people that deal with like
Yeah.
epilepsy come running at to your
Mad
house.
thing.
So if you don't answer your phone, they will turn up to your house.
Mad thing.
Like,
That's good though, because the
course
way
it
he
is.
live on his yard, live on his own. innit?
yeah, even
So
like
you
from-
need that. But if somebody's living with you,
Yeah, that's
living in
mad.
your car,
Then they would obviously do
like,
that.
For example, you can't have baths.
the shower
straight-
thing.
Yeah, I know,
straight
yeah.
shower. Like you know how many times in my
You
yard
can
I'm
land.
thinking,
You can land on a sink.
like even
But-
till now, obviously because of like your body's weak, there's times you might lose your balance, but like you can handle it. Having a seizure, like in a thing in the shower, you'll be like, not alright.
But if you're in the bath, man, drown. Like,
You basically you
Yeah,
don't
of
need
course.
like, it doesn't take a lot. Like, as long as you're on your face, like for example,
as in the water, about in it, yeah.
the
On
water
the
or
drown with that
even
thing.
I've had seizures kicked in from laying on your side and like say like the cushion or something too close to your face and you're struggling to breathe, innit?
Breathe, yeah.
Like,
They'll just
and
activate the thing.
you're overheating it when you're having seizure. Like if you overheat, you can kick straight into a seizure.
But you had how many do you reckon you had since then?
Like this year, over 5. There's like ones that been minor and there's ones like you're aware, like you can feel
That is happening, gonna happen.
like your brain's rattling and all that, like your blood's whooshing around.
But you
your
can
head.
feel it now.
Yeah, you're aware. I can hear it. There's times you don't know that it's happening, and sometimes you're awake. It's happening in a few seconds. For example, you've gone to sleep to lie down. As soon as you've gone to fall asleep in that mode, like you're blacking out, you're having a seizure,
You feel it
and
kicking.
there's times that your body's not shaking, but your brain's
Going,
Right,
we were-
going
but
right.
you know what it is? What
Right.
makes him shake is the part of the brain that is malfunctioning. You've got the motor output where it's around your central lobe or you know what I mean, temporal lobe that deals with your motor and function, yeah. So that's the area that it occurs
Affecting that.
when it happens, because it's like a small area that branches that load. Once everything malfunctions, all the neurons start acting up and start firing, and then that's where you get all the shakes.
Shakes and
yeah. So it's mad.
Jump on and switching medication, but the medication, the trick, there's about 30 like out there,
Trial and
40
error.
different types of seizures, isn't it? And it's meds, but they all have side effects. The guy was like, there's a list, pick what you want. Side effects.
I tell you to pick what you want.
Yeah, like pick
The side
and
effects.
I was complaining, 'cause obviously. you have
Which
to
one
switch-
did you pick?
You have to switch up the suggested, was it 11?
What's one of the side effects?
It was switching up to, was it Keppra, like the brand name, was it Levitin Keppra, and that, like a good drug, and it was like good for the seizures, isn't it?
What are the side effects?
You're not having no seizures, anxiety, panic attack,
Blood.
depression,
Yeah, man,
and
still.
I had this for 3 years. I didn't know I'm going through this. You know that Maryland place?
Oh, what you
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, at my spot in there, like, yeah, you're experiencing all of this, but you don't know why you're experiencing this. And from 3 years, you've gone and seen professional professors what deal with this, and you're like, listen, as long as you're on these meds, like you're gonna feel like this. Like, they have to switch it up.
Yeah, that's them side
Straight-
effects.
But switching it up, it weren't like, oh, you just got to stop taking it. You have to get wean off it. So you
So
still
like,
got
take
so
less and less dose kind of thing.
Nah, they'll start you off like your same dose and start you on like 75 or 100 milligram of one tablet. That's like a new system. So like it took me a couple of months to switch, do the transition in.
I think it's powerful. Do you know what it is as well? If I can, and the presentation is needed straight after this one. So easy, yeah, no, definitely, nah, I think, but you know what it is? Yeah, nah, you got enough battery. Go on.
And then
This is your day today
3
to
years of damage.
speak about your experience.
I think certain medication,
Going to
if
be
you've been on it
many,
for too long,
many different type of experiences that is
Like,
going to be different.
it's
It's all
gone
under the
past-
mental health as well.
it's gone past the thing.
Is that your thing?
Yeah.
Your medication.
No. For example, certain medication, if
Gone
you've been
past
on,
what?
like, there's no coming back.
What do you mean?
Like, if you've been on it for how long? So
Oh, what, for too long?
Yeah, so for that 3
Dependent.
years, for 3 years, this
crazy.
medication is causing those side effects, and naturally you got side effects from your injury.
Yeah.
Those two combined, like, weren't good. Like, it was not good at all. So that's getting switched to another new drug. But at that time, being on that medication, I think for how long? Like, you won't see for like 3 years.
What?
Yeah, you didn't see me for like 3 years. I was there. And you don't think time is like
Brother, I
flying
don't
past
even
you.
know. That's what I'm gonna say.
In the
When
early
we was young-
stages, yeah.
I'm talking about
in
3
the early,
years,
in
bro.
the early, I remember
Yeah,
the
there
time
you
I
go.
kick out, bro.
Yeah, kick out to the finger, yeah. Fucking 3 years though, bro.
Yeah, it's pressure in your ass, like you think.
Trying to think, because like I said, I remember visiting you when you was back from thingy, but it wasn't said to be bad. Then I think after that year you probably disappeared for a piece. Because obviously at the same time as that, that's when all the case was going on.
Yeah.
So when the case and that was going on, I don't remember seeing you actually.
I remember seeing
because you went
you.
to the thing with
Yeah,
I
we
didn't
were
go.
with you, the twins. Remember from going
Yeah, I
like,
remember
from,
seeing you. Where?
like,
Going where?
me
Was
and
you?
Me and you going MP, and then late night going home, cutting through FG, and I was like, staying at my aunt's. You
I
can't
remember a little bits of yeah.
Like,
That's why I can't. You're saying that you
Like
like
little-
for 3 years. I can't, fucking blitz blood.
Yeah,
How the fuck can this be 22 whatever, bro?
Yeah, that
There in the
temperature
sunlight.
gone, blood. I'm gonna bring my fucking body warmer in a minute,
in the
man.
sunlight.
But yeah, nah, definitely, man. So fucking, that's just an experience that, bruv, a lot of people just don't need to like understand. This thing ain't no joke, bro. And that's life choices, you know. The whole backstory ain't gonna get into that, but it's one of them ones where, bro, people are going through a lot from young ages as well.
Young ages carrying on to fucking in your adulthood and shit.
Young ages, and then even living with it all up to now. Cause that's what, how many years ago?
But then imagine you live with that and then everything else that come on top of that shit, blood. But he said what? Fucking 16 years. I just remember if you're saying it was what? I'm saying if you had about happened at 18, man's
15 years.
38 next year.
Yeah, 15 years is bang on.
Yeah, and then you know there's
16
poison.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's like, you can develop poison as well. This way, like, after
Lead poisoning, because the bullet's still in the thing, isn't it?
So after what?
That's one thing. They
So
don't.
so the bullet hasn't been taken out your head.
It could have been removed at the time.
It entered through your frontal lobe and ended up back into your occipital lobe.
Yeah, so
That's the back of your brain.
So that what's happened from then? Yeah, you've had 20%. I think, like I told you recently, I've gone through like, all that medical folder. And I remember telling them, it's only a little bit they removed. Like, how much is 20% of your brain?
Turn the brain back a little bit.
What do you mean? They took out
Removed, bro.
20% of your brain?
20% of your brain has been
that's
taken
a
out.
chunk, blood.
That's
Like,
mad.
so it's only a little piece, and you're thinking, how big your brain
And
is.
what part is that as well?
and
Do you know, like the front
Like your
part?
front- yeah, your
So
front
that
part,
only
yeah,
parts
so
that
that triggers
man will be
your-
using and shit. Though.
That's like exclusive.
But imagine
function.
that though as well. That's parts that man will be using, but you don't function like somebody that's got 20% removed.
Yeah.
And they got people that's got brain injury that ain't got nothing removed,
Nothing.
and they not functioning how man's functioning.
Imagine, like, yeah, that's how, like,
That's-
the
that's
guy,
crazy,
like, before I went rehab, you know what?
Yeah, but you know what it is, yeah. You know with neurons, yeah. Neurons will find its way to bridge that gap.
So if there's something
Yeah,
there
that's what it's-
removed, they'll be able to find
Yeah,
and
yeah,
pattern
yeah.
another kind
That's
of
what.
section
That's
to
with
do the
epilepsy.
same
That's with
function.
Yeah.
epilepsy.
So
When a
the
cell
shit
dies,
connecting,
when a cell
fuck
died,
up.
the synapse will
reroute
reroute
To
around
another
it.
thing,
So
area.
yeah.
So it
So
can work the
you
same
can't.
functions,
You,
yeah.
neurons don't rebuild itself.
Mm.
You can't create new neurons.
thing.
Neurons. If you that's what I'm saying. If you actually hit a certain area of part of the neurons, you'll be brain damaged for life.
It's not
You
coming
get it?
back,
It's
yeah.
not coming back. So what it does though, it spreads its
Spread
wings
out kind of thing.
around, and then it kind of like
Try to reform in the next part.
Exactly, it will reroute the connection
Yeah, yeah.
because everything is
Linked up kind of
electrical.
a thing, yeah.
So if
There's like a circuit got broke, but now I'm
Yeah.
gonna find another route to.
and if
do
it
the same
doesn't,
thing.
if there's a certain area that can't bridge the gap,
That's
then
when
it
they're
can't
gonna
be used.
That's when they're gonna get the effects showing basically.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and that's why when you deal with like supplements that can help build it,
Build them bridges and
there's
shit.
a supplement that you need to introduce into your brain,
Mm.
into your dietary. It's called Aranases, yeah, or Aranases, or Aranaceous, yeah, which is found in liamine. The body of liamine is full of this substance. This substance helps build the connection, the synapse to rebuild. So when you go through epilepsy or seizures, this supplement helps
rebuild that shit.
it's what you call the NGF, which is the nerve growth factor,
So it would like build a connection kind of thing.
basically. So that supplement is scientifically researched in a form of building back nerve damage.
Okay.
So this supplement, which is
So that help rebuild nerves and
Aranases,
shit. Okay.
they now are gonna utilize that supplement, extract it into a more potent form, which is modern science do,
Yeah.
and utilize and use it for cases like acid,
Like nerve damage and shit.
nerve damage, because it helps. That's the scientific
Rebuild
fact.
that shit, yeah.
So that's liamine. That's the whole body of liamine. That's why liamine is very important when it comes to neuron
functions and
neuron function. So that's a supplement that's a solution to
got
anyone
nerve
that's
damage
going
and
through
shit.
it. It helps build NGF, nerve growth factor.
definitely looking
Yeah,
at that. 'Cause
yeah.
You was talking about the electrical thing. I was told that one time on doctor, isn't it?
It's called actual potential. Yeah,
That
everything functions on the actual
everything,
potential.
like, we'll find another route around
Yeah.
it.
Synapse.
But if the blood ain't pumping, he said, through your head, like, going, that's when you fit. So the electricals ain't going
Yeah.
how it's meant to be motioning. That's when he's like, imagine an electric box. Like, one of your fuses ain't moving
Yeah.
right. You
It's
see,
gonna happen.
Cut.
yeah,
It can
you're
cut.
gonna get a cut out.
Yeah.
And that's when you definitely will fit.
Yeah, that's
For
right.
example, like these medication, because of their type
Cause
of
major
the
side
thing,
effects, yeah.
that's
And you
for
can
life.
only imagine as well, yeah. Scientists are only coming up with this liamine thing and understand that the body of the actual mushroom caters into that factor. They're diving in. Like I always say, yeah, that scientists don't delving into health as much as they should do.
Yeah.
Everything on this earth is created by this earth. So that's, to
Should
me,
be looking
that's
into that to
this
help.
common sense that you always go back to nature,
Look
which
into
they
that
do, which they do, but what they do is don't try to find the cure. They always want you under some type of form of
Yeah,
medication.
just a treatment thing,
Just
but
to
don't
keep you
want to
there.
eliminate the whole thing happening, yeah.
So
So you're always coming back to them for
You're always
fucking
coming back.
something,
So
yeah. Yeah, that's the money.
yeah, so that's why I always say, even up when people ask me what qualifies you to be somewhat a scientist or someone that deals with solutions for health benefits, I deal with biochemistry, because once you understand biochemistry,
You know what to eliminate to help that shit.
exactly, it's not just listen to peer-reviewed sources from scientists.
Yeah.
You already know how the mechanics work.
Yeah.
It's like plumbing or even sparks. You already know
How the system works and
neutral,
whatnot, so you know
live
what
and
to-
things. So now you know that you don't
what
even
needs
have
to
to read a
happen
book
to-
no more of ways how to do it. You just know how that circuit runs, and that's
And what will help that circuit continue or repair it.
exactly.
And, yeah.
So I don't need to listen to a source now. I just
Because
need to
man know how the
understand what
system's
something provides you with, and then use my ideology of my biochemistry and work it and make it work together.
Yeah, yeah,
And that's what a
makes
lot of
sense.
people
They
don't
don't look at
understand the difference between
They
just
don't have
reading
that.
sources and understanding the whole
whole
structure.
system, yeah,
Let me give you another example. Like we were talking about the occipital lobe and the eye functioning. I referred back to the eyes and the eyeball, to the macula and the retina,
Yeah.
and then I referred back to the brain, deciphering it, which is the occipital lobe, the back of the brain. So it doesn't matter what your eyeball is perceiving,
Has
if
to
the
be processed
translation
back there.
period ain't working correctly.
It's not gonna
if-
work out.
What you're projecting, what you see, could be illusion,
Yeah,
it could be
exactly.
anything, or it could be a malfunctioning. So
Yeah, if that's
Blur.
not working, but it don't matter.
exactly.
Yeah.
So
Like,
with
looking
so
at
with
what
wait, let me finish part. So with the eyeball, there's a substance in the macula and the retina that is consisted of a nutrient that can only be obtained through dietary.
So it's one of them ones you have
So
to.
what your eye
digest
is
the
made
thing
up
to-
of, your body can't create it.
Mm.
It has to be obtained through dietary. So that's what I do. So I don't just listen. I actually think, where these substances come from, and what is it made of? The macula is made up of a substance called zeaxanthin or lutein. So now what I do is find a substance in nature, and then I will provide someone with a vice to get these nutrients, because it can't be obtained through
Otherwise, through dietary, yeah.
and that's how
You
scientists
know that shit.
deal
Yeah.
with knowledge. This is how biochemistries work as our advantage. You can't say it's a science that is other than nature. You get it? So it's not a white man science. It's not that. It's about understanding everything,
Nature shit, yeah.
and then using your common sense and putting it
All together to match up.
yeah,
connect and-
like connecting
yeah.
the dots. So that's the difference between Eazi Herbs when he talks about certain things and then making it about solutions.
Yeah.
Instead of just reading sources and saying that scientists are
and
saying
going
that.
straight on whatever our next man, yeah, without even looking.
Saying because the scientists are saying that must be it. No, I don't look at that. I understand. I delve in deep in biochemistry where I know where I know if a scientist come up with a peer review, it doesn't make sense because it's accompanied with some other factors. You can't tell me that meat is a primary source, because it comes with source that actually attacks your body. And this is the understanding of biochemistry, and then reading peer review sources, and then coming
back to your own
conclusions. And that's the difference. I want to make that clear, because that decipher you from hearsay and then jumping on
bandwagon shit, but man, adding up the information and shit.
You get it? So yeah, salute to you, Acid, and your story, because that's unique. A lot of people can't break down that story. A lot of people can't even go through that life experience there. You know, a bullet in your head all the way back to your, and then still living with it right now.
Enough man blood.
And talking about the experiences that he went through, because
There's only a few of us like that, Ryan, I think, Ryan, through having that recovery stage in that room, you see me.
What,
Remember,
other man
there was one time when all of you were in the room,
Mm.
and some big white man from America was in there.
Yeah.
with an American accent, innit?
Yeah.
Like, he runs a mad big brain injury rehab thing, innit? And I remember him being in the room, like, observing. For a while, he's observing how I'm talking to me. I didn't clock him straight away. Like, he was preying, innit? In my head, looking like, what are you looking at?
Yeah,
He's
go
like,
on.
oh, no. I'm just amazed, like, you're communicating. I'm thinking, like, what are you
For the
thinking?
injury man's got
Yeah,
it.
so he's reading the file, innit?
Mm.
And he's thinking, like, right, like, you know,
We showed about how you, yeah.
like, you're communicating, you know what?
Brother, man was, remember, nah, let me just bring it.
I can't remember.
Let's bring it to reality, bro. When that incident happened, bro, man, like, the doctors was ready to pronounce him dead, fam.
Dead thing, yeah.
We was there,
thing.
we was there not to go see a brain injury, bro. We was going there to say our last five. The doctor said it, remember? Go
That
see
was
him,
on like the same day, next day, whatever. when we was all-
a certain man
all
cried
outside
and
for
everything,
London
so this
and
ain't no
shit.
joke, bro.
When we was all outside the
Well, even down to be telling me they were trying to switch off the machine, innit? Like, I was like, yeah, like, they were trying to turn, like, your mum's heads and that, like, like, she lock off and that, cause, you know, you're not waking up, like, from that thing. I think they try
Brother,
to wake you up.
my man is in this. My man is in this. As you can see, boy, all these bumper girl, boy.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah, you're not meant to be right. Yeah, no, it's
bro,
collapsing, boy.
Even Pendle was in that, man.
Yeah.
Like, I went to that national team
Yeah,
one time,
bro.
and the guy was like, you cycle. You know what I mean? You cycle. Like,
But you know what it is as well, though. But people need to understand, like,
It's not
those
the brain.
traumas and those effects, bro. That it's a whole. This guy, my brother's been living with it for 15 years, bro. He's talking about epilepsy. I don't think a lot of people, unless people that's been living with people around it, don't understand it. You know, and even up to see someone going through that, yeah, and helping out on the streets. I think there should be more acknowledgement on this condition because a lot of people walk on the street. My brother had to live with it. He's walking on the street, and a lot of people don't know what to do when they see a seizure attack. You get it? And I think it's deep, man. So salute to you to be, you know what I mean, and then you know, and that's what it's about, bruv. Like Eazi want to provide content. Obviously, bruv, we live it. It don't really matter. Like for us, yeah. Without even bringing it to the audience, we live this. You get it? So it's just bringing more of awareness to what we're living in, the condition that we're living in, the trauma that we go through, just to have a better perspective for people that might be going through these similar type of trauma at a younger age, the age that we grew up.
Yeah, don't know how to move.
I don't know how to move, and man don't need be able to see those type of scenarios and know how to react and how to deal with certain things. You get it, man? So mental health is deep and it's bigger than just hearing things and voices. It's trauma, impact, you know, malfunctioning, etc., bro.
Yeah, how to deal with this shit.
Brain will malfunction. Like, I think at the time when it was malfunction to a point before, I think I failed the test. That's why I went rehab, you know.
Which test?
Like,
The tick test, yeah.
No, it
The
was
mental
like,
health test.
no, it wasn't even a mental health. It was like to test what part of your brain's been affected, innit?
Yeah.
So, like someone pulling out my first thought in my head when I see him pull out the test out of his bag, I thought, what's this baby stuff? You know, like that's my first, because like triangle, circle, cylinder. You've seen them
Okay.
little blocks, innit?
What they ask you what it is.
No, I knew what like all of them was.
brain
type of thing,
activity.
but he was like, can you put them like in this place, like for
In order.
they slot into a place.
Yeah,
in order,
yeah,
innit,
yeah.
right? So I was
Baby
like-
things, blood.
So I'm in my own, what's this
Blood.
baby thing? I was so like eager to go show him like.
Yeah,
so I
put
was,
it
like,
in
rushed.
there, yeah.
So I was like, put it all in, but
Well, you got one wrong.
one piece wouldn't fit, bro. Like, it just wouldn't fit in it, but I was right, but it wouldn't fit.
But I put it in a square, put it like a triangle type.
In it, one of them.
No, it was
Man,
alright. It was the triangle, blood. Right.
You probably got time in it. You probably got a time limit in it. 15 seconds to do it,
No,
man.
it was right. It was the thing. The triangle wouldn't go in it. Everything was fine.
And
The
then
triangle ain't gonna go. He's like, no, take your time, do your so I was like,
it was a circle instead.
like, give it. No, it was the same triangle.
Yeah, I play with you, blood.
Half an hour and like 45 minutes gone by, I've started again, still can't do it. I was like, nah, another hour, I'm gonna try in it, because I'm like, this is easy. try doing it again. Now I give up, innit? Like another hour, I can't do this, innit? This is annoying me. I've gone back to the bed and that. And he showed me, like, it's like, it's alright, like, now I just know what part is damaged, innit? Yeah. And the thing was upside
What did they
down.
say though?
It was only upside down.
Yeah, but what did they say?
You have to come rehab. Like,
But what did they say? What part of your brain was damaged?
frontal lobe, and is it your temporal
Yeah, temporal lobe.
and that, and then down to the
Occipital,
back
yeah.
octave. So like
It weren't parental lobe. Did they mention parental?
Parental.
That's like pain. That's pain. That's where your pain area is.
I don't need to look
Nah, I
into
think
the
you've probably
thing.
been alright with that. Yeah, man. But yeah, nah, we, you know what I mean, bro. Like I said, yeah, man, Easy's got a presentation. I think we can just go down and we can talk about how we can help. Because like I just said about, and as you acknowledge the nerve growth factor, about how the synapse can reroute. We need to speak about that, you know, because we have to deal with solutions and all that. So Eazi is gonna be hopefully shut down a presentation, and the presentation is called the Psychobiotics.
Biotics.
Psychobiotics. You get it? Because what Eazi does, he does it with the origin of life. At origin of life comes with microorganisms that be keeping us colon, that help us fight against viruses, help us alive, keeps our brain functioning. You know, there's bacteria in your brain that helps your brain communicate to your brain, send happy signals to your brain, and etc. So we have to speak about that. And this is the only way that we can come to solutions instead of just talking about the traumas that we go through. A lot of bruv, we can talk traumas all day. We can talk traumas all day, but when it comes to solutions, we don't have none. And we actually believe that there ain't none, because the doctors that provide
Don't want to give that fucking info, blood.
you get it? So Eazi does what he does, bro. So never slip up, never fake up, because Eazi's there. I think, bruv, listen, the content is, you know, is new in life. You know, you can support by liking, subscribing, following Eazi Herbs channel. I want to get my brother on here a little bit more. He can, you know, the whole backstory can be broke down at one point on the reason and etc. But I think that's a later convo.
That's another, yeah.
That's a deep convo that we
That's
don't.
another one.
But you know, niggas, not I don't want to. People go through this, bro. My brother had to live with this, you know, and he's strong, you know, mentally strong, you know. So that's what it is, man. So Eazi Herbs, gonna look it off right now. Still, blessings, bless.